matchup with the Las Vegas Raiders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Newman looking to throw it. Throw here's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Newman. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ellis. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Johnson, he'll get this to Ward. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the bootleg, Johnson. Will swing complete to Jalen Waddle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Johnson throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go, man.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First and goal from the 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Second and goal from inside the 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Newman. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newman. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st down, Newman. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And they go play action now. Newman. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action, Newman. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys who can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Newman. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Newman. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Parsons. That catch good for only a couple.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now Newman. He finds his man, complete. It's Parsons. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now it's Newman. He finds his man, complete. That's Hayes. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now a give, right side. Ellis. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in.
But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Newman to throw. Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Johnson to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Johnson now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
3 yards remain for second down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Back to throw. Johnson. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts.
On game 2 on the play, brings up 4th and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down and line up on defense, you see the goal line beneath your feet. If that doesn't motivate you to play harder, I don't know what will.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Looking to throw. Johnson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st down, it's Ellis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Newman. And he will find his man Ruggs. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Raiders. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Newman. Sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Newman. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And to throw again here, Newman. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before into the fourth quarter, winding that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground. Ellis down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Ellis. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Johnson. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Johnson. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll run on first down. It's Ellis. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. Now Newman back into his end zone. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Newman, 3rd and long from his end zone. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll try and throw for it with Newman. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now, Newman on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
They'll look to throw. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
First and 10 at their 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
29 is Mike 29. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, watch it. Watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Mike 29. In your face.
Back to throw. Johnson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
38. Raiders 48.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Johnson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Gets past one man, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36. Now they try the right side here. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Play action. Johnson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 28-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away into 4.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Newman. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Parsons. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
One last shot for Newman. That is caught. Touchdown, and no time remains. And they're an extra point away from winning this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in. So, yes, a touchdown, extremely important. Obviously, they had to have it. That was huge. But that was not a gimme, and he knocked it through the post.
So for Las Vegas, the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.